Hi there, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I thought I would share with you 3 fragrances that I consider must-haves. Like, I absolutely love them. But all 3 of these I actually haven't talked about in quite a long time. So I thought I would bring them to you today. And what I decided to do was give you an affordable Middle Eastern fragrance, 1 designer and 1 niche. So there'd be something for everybody. Now, before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the weird and wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. Yes, it would. And let's get started. I'm going to go from priciest to most affordable. I'm going to start with the niche, and it is New York Nights by Bond Number 9. I love this bottle. I just think it's so gorgeous. I love the color. I love the romance of New York, though I have never been. And I really like these Bond Number 9 bottles, even though they're kind of hard to hold. They've got smaller heads. They're not the easiest bottle to hold, but I just think that they're so cool. But what's even cooler is the fragrance inside. Now, the other thing about all 3 of the fragrances that I'm going to mention is that they have a gourmand element to them. Now, this one is kind of interesting because the notes do not match what I smell. So there's gardenia, carnation, and jasmine in the opening. I don't get any of that. In the middle, there's patchouli, flowers, sandalwood, and sea notes. I don't really get any of that either. And the base has caramel and coffee. What I get is banana bread with walnuts in it. Like, there's a little bit of an airy kind of, like sea note vibe, kind of, but it just smells like banana bread to me. It's so delicious. I just love it. So if you pair this with anything banana-esque, it just smells amazing. Now, the caramel, I definitely get. Coffee, don't really notice it, but whatever's going on in here, it smells like banana bread with walnuts. My mom used to make it. I loved it, and it always... Yeah, when I wear this, that's what I think. So I find this super cozy. It's uber gourmand to me. Like, even though the notes don't say it, it's uber gourmand to me, and it just smells mouthwateringly delicious. Now, on the skin, it feels a little bit airier, so it doesn't smell thick and heavy like a cake. But I don't know. I just absolutely love this. Banana nut bread smells delicious. Love wearing this one. Longevity, about 6 hours, I would say. But during that time, you just get this glorious kind of banana warm, nutty vibe on the skin that I can only attribute to that caramel and coffee somehow. But I absolutely love this. What about you? Have you tried it? If you have, weigh in. And all of these, like every time, all my fragrances are always linked as long as I can find them. So when thinking about this fragrance, it's honestly a fragrance you could wear during the day, during the night. To me, the name New York Nights just seems a little bit not quite on, because I don't think of it as like a really evening fragrance. But it's a fragrance that you could wear any time of the day or night, any kind of occasion. It's an easy reach in a sense. It just smells good. It's not too sweet, and it's not so banana-esque. Like, I don't think artificial banana. I just think, like, if you've smelt banana bread coming out of the oven, that's the vibe that this gives me. I'm not sure why, but it just does. And I just really enjoy wearing it. I find it kind of cozy, but not too thick. So love this one. Next on the must-have category is the designer, but this one is actually really affordable. It is Azzaro Wanted Girl. I don't really hear anybody talk about this fragrance anymore, even though it was only released in 2019. There's a night version that has kind of a grapey vibe, but I think that this one is actually a little more sophisticated. This is just a fun, flirty fragrance, but what makes this one special is that it has some dulce de leche in it. So in the opening, it has ginger, orange blossom, pink pepper, and pomegranate. The middle is dulce de leche and datura flower, and then the base is tonka bean, patchouli, and Haitian vetiver. Now, I get a bit of that ginger in the opening paired with that orange blossom. So the orange blossom is definitely the star of the show. This is very sweet, but that caramelly dulce de leche feel that comes out in this is really mouth-watering, kind of sexy. It's flirty. This is definitely a fragrance. It's a bit of a man magnet, would be great in the evenings. I don't get a ton of patchouli or vetiver, but it definitely has a bit of a vanillic vibe, which I think is coming from the Tonka. I'm not really noticing a whole lot of datura, but maybe I do. And I notice more of that orange blossom, I would say. But the dulce de leche mixed with the orange blossom is a very, very pretty. It's a great, affordable, easy reach, no-brainer date night fragrance that I think is excellent to have in your collection. If you like those feminine, flirty fragrances, then this one is a great one. Plus, it's rather affordable. So love this one. You need to sniff it. Usually you can find this in the department stores and whatnot. So this is definitely one you need to sniff and try on your skin. I think it's a really fun little fragrance that I'm really, really glad to have in my collection. It's sweet, it's feminine, it's flirty, and I love it. And the last fragrance that is a bit of a must-have in my opinion that's Middle Eastern is Modeste Deux by Afnan. I was thinking of putting Eclair in by Lattafa, but currently it's still fairly hyped, so it's quite pricey. That's an amazing fragrance. I'm actually obsessed with that one right now. But as far as an excellent, affordable Middle Eastern fragrance, this is it. I think it's like $30 max. This one has raspberry, chocolate, strawberry, and cherry in the opening. I think I get a little bit more of the raspberry and the cherry than I get strawberry, whereas like this one has been compared to La Nuit Trésor. With La Nuit Trésor, I get kind of a strawberry blackberry vibe, whereas this one I get a little bit more of that raspberry with cherry, but it's kind of a darker cherry mixed with that chocolate. It's really quite mouth-watering. It's got vanilla and spices in the heart, and then the base has patchouli, musk, and gardenia. Now, it is similar to La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme. The longevity isn't quite as good. It's like gives you about 5-6 hours, but it is decadent. It's mouth-watering. It's that chocolate-covered fruit. It's very intoxicating and addictive. It's fun to wear. If you like La Nuit Trésor but don't want to spend the money, this is a great option. Doesn't smell identical by any means, but it's in that same family of that fruity, chocolate, sweet, addictive, intoxicating, like nighttime fragrance. That's this one. It's so good. Like I really, really enjoy wearing this one. I enjoy wearing this one just as much as I enjoy La Nuit Trésor. I think that they're different enough that I like having the two of them in my collection. And I really, really love the affordability of this one. So that is it. Those are my 3 must-haves, one from niche, one designer, one Middle Eastern. What about you? What are 3 must-haves in each category? Leave them in the comments. I would love to know. If you've tried these, please weigh in. Have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.